This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Jim Schaller.
Good day, good neighbors. Today we have Good Neighbor Podcast number 14, and we have Traci and Tammy Schulz from Pilates Plus joining us. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's always good to get to know people in the community here. So I guess we should start off by share a little bit about Pilates Plus and what you guys do over there.
Sure. So it is a full Pilates studio. It's been around actually at the same location for 18 years. And it's straight Pilates. So we have all the equipment from reformers and Cadillacs and all of the barrels. We have classes and privates. That's about it. We're there 6 days a week, actually, Tuesday through Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, busy girls. There we go. How did we get involved in Pilates? How did that come about?
I've been in fitness almost 50 years, and I started doing Pilates about 25 years ago. And as we age, Pilates is a gentler form of exercise. Any age, any body can do it.
Right. Okay. So you've got all types of ages in your facility then, huh?
Oh, yes. We even have a couple of 90-something-year-olds that come and do Pilates.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about staying active, right? And flexible on top of it. That's important.
Yes, more
Absolutely.
than anything.
Yeah. So I guess I should ask, are there any, some people think of Pilates, are there any myths or misconceptions that people think when they think about Pilates?
Sure. Actually, there's quite a few. First and foremost, they think it's mainly for females. And there was actually a gentleman, his name was Joseph Pilates, that created the whole thing. So it's definitely for men and women, both the same, mainly resistance training. And you get a lot of people that think it's easy. It's more like, I don't want to call yoga easy, but more like yoga where it's just stretching. But it's a lot more difficult than that. It's full body exercising anywhere from basically head to toe. But yeah, the biggest misconception I would think is people believe it's mainly for women and dancers back in the day is what they thought.
And that it's easy.
Yeah. And that it's
Right.
easy.
Right. Kind of like you mentioned, it's like yoga. It's just like, I always think it was always just for women, but I see a lot of men doing it, and it's, it's important to keep that flexibility up and that stretching, and, it's a great way to stay in shape.
Yeah, absolutely. And couple that with the strength as well, because it's not just about flexibility. That's the other thing. It's mainly strengthening the flexibility you already have and then gaining a greater range of motion at the same time.
Okay, very nice, very nice. You've probably had a long, journey to get where you're at today. Are there anything that's kind of defined you? Anything that maybe a hardship you've gone through or a challenge you may have faced since you started this journey?
Pilates journey?
The Pilates journey.
Or just in life in general that brought you to where you are today? Right?
In the Pilates,
business is always a challenge, and that's why it's always.
And that was the biggest challenge. When I first opened, almost 19 years ago, people weren't really sure what it was coming and getting people in to try it, and after a few sessions, they realized that, oh, this works. This is helping me. But just trying to really change people's thinking about Pilates, that it is how beneficial it is for the body.
Good. How big are your classes now? How many people do you normally have in a class?
7, and we have equipment, and
Okay.
they're very large pieces of equipment. So we do 7 at a time, and then a lot of one-on-one privates also.
Okay, so personal training along those lines and everything as well. Mm-hmm. Very nice. So you both from down here originally? You've been since 19 years, you said, but have you been down here for 19 years?
No, we're from Chicago originally and moved here in 1999.
Really? We're at in Chicago.
South suburb called Oak. Well, I grew up in Oak Lawn, and
okay.
Traci is my daughter, and I raised my children in Lamont.
Okay. All right. I'm from Wisconsin, Illinois originally. I was a Northwest suburbs guy. So I blame my parents for not being born down here. Got here as quickly as I could because I like the warm weather.
Yes.
It's actually been almost half my life now. Holy cow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. See, you look back and you realize time flies, and that's a great thing.
Absolutely.
So are there other things that you'd like to share about what you girls do at the at your facility, or that people might be interested in?
A lot of people too, going off of now what Pilates is, we do a lot with golfers, a lot with golfers, a lot with athletic people, meaning, a lot of people try to stay current in their extracurricular activities down here. So it helps to, when you're going to tennis or to golf or even pickleball now, keeping yourself stronger, and basically all the little tiny muscles that hold the body together is really what Pilates focuses on. So that's where we get, even rehab. We do a lot of physical therapy pre and post surgery. And in our classes, like my mom said, there's 7 people, but they each have their own equipment. So there's enough space to do multiple pieces of equipment in one class.
Yeah. You mentioned you were running those classes 6 days a week, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Starting at 6:30 a.m.
Wow. Bright and early. Get up early and get it done, because no excuses then during the day, right? You get it done early.
Exactly. Start at 6:30. We run them all the way till 10:30, and some afternoon classes as well.
Got it. Now, were you guys based out of? Where's your facility at?
Bonita Springs.
You're in Bonita. Okay. So you're drawing from around the area then as well.
Mm-hmm. We get them as far as North Naples, all the way. There's a few in Fort Myers Beach.
People are traveling to come see you. You must be doing something right there. Very nice. So outside of Pilates, what do you enjoy doing? What's how do you spend your time?
You do more than I do.
I cycle a couple mornings a week, and doing Pilates has helped me stay fit and active enough to keep doing the cycling also. And that's my outdoor activity: walks, hiking. Traci her outdoor activity is a mom.
I just became a mom 6 months ago. So
well, congrats. Very nice.
What they were. Thank you very much.
So you're getting up earlier than 6:30 then?
Some days it's 3, 4, you never know. Yeah, but he's a phenomenal sleeper, which I'm so blessed that he sleeps usually through the night.
That is great. That is great. And Traci, you're brave to be driving a bike. I don't know. I love riding a bike too, but sometimes getting out in traffic and getting on the roads down here can be a little scary down here.
We ride in big groups.
That's good. That's smart. Yeah. That's smart. I wish they'd have more trails down here too. It'd be worthwhile. Mm-hmm. So is there anything else you'd like to share with us today that our listeners maybe should know about you guys?
Our new client.
Yeah, a couple of specials we have, like to get you in. We have a new client private that you can come and just try it. We run a Groupon ad, and we honor that through the studio as well. We've done that for a while. So there's many different ways to come and at least see what we're about. We have also mat classes. That's the other thing. Meaning there's no equipment. So it's just on the mat. I don't want to use the word yoga again, but similar to yoga where it's just your body on top of the mat. But yeah, there's many ways to come in and check it out and see what it's about. We've, again, been there 18 years, have a phenomenal clientele drawn from everywhere. So it's it's a good thing to add to no matter what you do. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Not that I'm very biased because I do it and I teach it, but it helps you do other things. It helps you stay fit in other areas.
That's great. And now, do you see any trends in the industry as far as things you do, or maybe that are evolving?
It's difficult, yes and no, because it was very, when he created it, there's only just close to 600 exercises that are classical Pilates. And then the rest is us taking our own draw on it and adding to it, or adding other balls and bands or something different and making the class a little bit. But when it comes to actually classical Pilates, there are specific exercises that are just that. And I would say what they're trying to do now is making it quantity over quality in certain studios, but we are very traditional, very classical. And then we add our own spin to it because otherwise it'd get boring. But yeah, it's all, that's the only thing that really changes, I would say, is your approach to it. And that's the individual studio or the teacher more than anything.
And we try and keep ours as close to the work that Joe Pilates did and keep it more classical and traditional.
That's good. You keep it, like you said, that's at the core, so you want to make sure you maintain that. And yeah, you're going to change a couple things here and there, but overall you want it at the base to be the way it should be.
Yeah, well, it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep the integrity of what he was doing, and he did something pretty good.
Absolutely. And it's helping a lot of people. And I appreciate you guys helping the community here. And any last words you'd like?
I would just like to invite anyone to come in and try it and see what it's about. A lot of people say, oh, I've been told, I've heard about it. And we've even had physical therapists and chiropractors refer their clients to come to us to get help.
That's great. Everybody should try it at least once, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
There we go. Well, thank you, ladies, for today. And we will have to come in and try one of your classes soon.
Please
Absolutely.
do.
All right. You guys take care.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast Estero. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpestero.com. That's gnpestero.com or call 239-296-2621.